Hey guys, welcome back to the process. In today's video, I want to do something a little bit different. I just want to have a conversation with everybody in regard to some things that are happening in the Pokemon market, specifically concerning the Eevee Hero set and a lot of the new Japanese products. I recently got an email that just kind of made me really upset, and I just kind of wanted to share my thought process and also share this email that I received where they're basically canceling all of my orders and they're relisting them at a higher price at a later date, saying they're not able to get inventory. That's their excuse. We're going to talk about kind of how the whole process in Japan works for how they actually put in orders for product, and just the whole process from manufacturing down to the like local game stores and other resellers, and how that actually works, and why them is saying that the inventory issue is to blame is just kind of a load of crap, honestly. We'll switch over. I'm going to read this email to you really fast. I just kind of want to show this to you. As you are probably aware, Pokemon cards are in very high demand recently. The Pokemon Company is experiencing problems managing their production. They have issued a formal apology regarding the matter. Obviously, they have issued a statement saying that they're going to increase, printing to meet demand. Demand is so high right now, we're not able to fulfill your orders. They're saying that their suppliers have canceled their orders, so they're canceling all of our orders. Unfortunately, given the circumstances, we have no choice but to cancel all pre-orders and pay later orders. I'll talk about the difference between the two of those in just a moment. We apologize for the situation. They're absolutely devastated. Then as you get towards the end of the email here, they say that they're going to continue trying to buy product, and on the 28th, the release date of Eevee Heroes, they're going to put the product back online, and the prices are going to be higher than they were during pre-orders. Basically, they're saying they're canceling all of our orders now, and they're going to be placing the inventory onto their website at a much higher price. This email was from ninnin.com, really popular and reputable Pokemon card seller. They sell a lot of products, actually. And this actually happened with the Gengar VMAX, Inteleon VMAX, Eevee Heroes, and the special set of Eevee Heroes with that cool Espeon in it. That's what I had canceled. They had two different options. I'm going to switch over to Nin really quick, kind of show you what I'm talking about. They had two different options. Whenever pre-orders went up for Eevee Heroes, they were $37.42. They had two different options where you could pay now or you could pay later. Whenever you pay later, they usually charge you 15 days before the actual release date, and then once it releases, then they ship it to you. Or you could pay for it up front and just not worry about it at a later date. The first thing they canceled was obviously the pay later orders, because they wouldn't have to issue refunds or do anything special for those. But then they started canceling all of the paid for orders, and I paid for these the day that they put them up for pre-order. So I had money just tied up for 2 months, and then they just refund it, and like it's no big deal, and then they're going to relist the items at a higher price later. To me, that's just absolutely crazy. Obviously, the Eevee Hero set is beautiful. It's very high in demand, and I understand, raising the price of these cards, towards market price, kind of similar to what Plaza Japan does. Whoop, that's Hello Japan. Plaza Japan is a really reputable company as well, and they base their prices more off of market versus, pre-order pricing, which is understandable completely. But whenever you sell a product at a very low price, and then before release, the price of it goes sky high, and then you cancel all the pre-orders, to me, that's just not cool. Another company that did it, I also had orders through this website here at $54 a box, and they canceled all of these on me. The cardotaku.com card shop. It's just not cool. Kind of want to go through the process of how Japan actually kind of functions. I've been buying and collecting Japanese Pokemon cards for about 4 years. I could be wrong on what I'm about to say, but this is just kind of what I've gathered from my experience dealing with Japanese companies for about 4 years. Wholesalers and LGSs will actually put in requests to the manufacturers, and then Japan will actually print to demand. The reason why there hasn't been reprints in the past for Japanese sets is because they've always just printed to demand and then they've moved on to the next set. So they've really had no reason to ever reprint products until just recently because the demand has gone so high. Think Shiny Star V and other sets like that. Some other sets that they've started reprinting recently, with the announcement of the standard format actually rotating to Sword and Shield base set and on this fall, they've actually started taking pre-orders for like VMAX Rising, Single Strike, Rapid Strike boxes, and other, Sword and Shield products that are now more in demand. Let me switch over and show you what I'm talking about. So like the VMAX Rising, this was the very first Sword and Shield set that was a subset, has all the VMAX Pokemon in it. All of these were recently reprinted because of demand, and with the fact that standard format's rotating, they are in more demand because people need the cards to play with. So them blaming the printing process on, the manufacturer for not being able to fulfill their orders just doesn't make any sense because they're still taking, pre-orders. They're still printing all of these sets right here. They even reprinted Shiny Star V recently. They reprinted the Shiny Crobat boxes recently. If they couldn't keep up with the demand of a brand new set, they're not going to go back and reprint all of these older sets. That's just common sense, at least in my opinion. They wouldn't do that. Doesn't mean that they are not doing that. It just doesn't make any sense for them to reprint all of these older sets whenever the demand for the brand new sets is so high. I don't know. But, Japan prints to demand. Basically, that's how it works. They print to demand. So, there is a possibility that everybody put in, thousands and thousands of boxes, as a request to the manufacturers, and they just weren't able to meet these. But, saying that we're going to put the product up at a higher price at a later date, just kind of makes me, you're lying. Like it's a lie. Like if you're going to put the product back up, you should fulfill the orders that you've already taken. Like you can't just cancel orders, put it up at a higher price and expect it to, everybody just to be fine with that, especially whenever you've been a loyal customer for years and years and years. And, I've recently just had such bad, experiences with Japanese Pokemon card companies where for the last 4 years, for example, whenever they would send like promo cards, the most recent example, Mad Matchless Fighter had the Rillaboom and the Cinderace promos, and then the Silver Lance and Black Spirit had the really cool Celebi and Sandaconda promos. In past, for the last 4 years, they would actually send you those promos with the boxes you pre-order. And, even if you didn't order a case, if you just ordered 5 boxes, they'd still send those to you. And, at the start of Matchless Fighter, those started popping up for about $20 a piece. And whenever I got in my boxes and cases, I actually got a couple cases of Matchless Fighter, the promos were missing. They actually opened up the cases, took out all the promos, and, since it doesn't say anything about the promos, on the listings, then there's not really anything I can complain about. But it's just kind of crazy that they would unseal a case, take out the promos, and then send the box to you whenever the sealed case is the whole value. The whole value of a sealed case is to know it's not been opened. And then obviously with the Black Spirit Celebi Alt Art promo, that was just a beautiful, beautiful card, and it was selling for like $70 still. It's absolutely crazy high. And I completely understand wanting to make more money, but the scalper mentality and attitude just really feels like it has joined the Japanese market. And of a collector, as you can see, I got tons of Japanese products everywhere around me. As a collector for the last 4 years of Japanese products, it's just kind of a huge turnoff for the market because they used to be, you would get the promos, you would get boxes before the English releases, so it was a lot of fun. They would always be way cheaper, and now everything's just crazy expensive, and obviously that has a lot to do with the popularity. A lot of the distributors are putting up product on Amazon Japan and eBay instead of actually selling to their local card shops and other, wholesalers like they normally do, which could be part of the reason why some of these are being canceled because, just the scalper mentality has kind of infiltrated the Japanese market. But whenever you put up pre-orders 3 months in advance, you take my money 3 months in advance, and then it's, a week, 2 weeks before the set's about to release, and, there's just this huge boom in, the secondary market reprice, and then you cancel every single one of my orders. To me, that just, I'm not going to be purchasing with the majority of these companies anymore, and I'm just probably just going to, try and find somebody else to deal with, because even though these are reputable companies, it's just shady. It's shady and underhanded, and I just don't like it. One case, with Eevee Heroes at, $40 a box, 12 boxes per case. You can do the math there. That was less than 500 for a case of Eevee Heroes, which is now selling for around $2,000 on eBay. So you can see the big difference, in price and the motivation behind, what my opinion is, the motivation behind all these cancellations and then relisting the items at the higher price. Um, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it with you guys. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or if I'm completely wrong with what I'm saying, you guys are more than welcome to leave a comment, hop in Discord, chat with me about it. Um, just take a look at these Eevee Heroes promos again. The alt arts, full arts. This is just a beautiful set. Even the golden Tillion's cool. Just a good set. And it's really unfortunate that all my pre-orders got canceled. And I'll have to probably buy this on the secondary market for 4 or 5 times what I pre-ordered it 3 months ago for, which is unfortunate. But hopefully they just keep printing it. They print it to the moon and the prices come back down. But as for companies like Nin and Card Plaza Japan's okay because they've always been, right there at the market price. Can't complain about them. Even Hello Japan, they had the same kind of issue. They canceled a lot of my pre-orders for this set and recent sets, either just from actual distribution problems or from overselling products that they weren't guaranteed to get. There's just a big, in my opinion, scalper mentality, attitude that's been added to this Japanese market, and I'm not a big fan of it. Okay, so I recorded this video last night around 10 p.m. At about 6:07 a.m. this morning, I got an email from ninningame.com with a restock notification of their Eevee Heroes products, and I wanted to check the links and check out the prices with you guys. So we're going to follow this link that says this item is once again in stock. This is one of the items they canceled because they said they had no inventory, right? So let's go ahead and click on this link. Let's find out what they're going to be selling these for. Looks like they got some like bot preventative stuff in place. Looks like they increased the price of the special set to $500.76. All right, let's find out what they increased everything else to. All right, so these VMAX boxes I ordered for 17, they canceled and relisted them for $61.33. The Eevee Heroes boxes, like I showed you guys before, they were like $37 and some change. They canceled all those and they increased them to $118.03. Just how it is, I guess. Whenever you get a less popular set and, it's not selling like crazy like this, they're really gonna understand how these bad business ethics really can affect you, because I'm not going to be buying the next set or the set after that, and there's no way they're going to be as popular as this one. I guess you're welcome for the interest-free loan for the last 3 months so you can buy your inventory, but you won't be getting any money from me in the future. I really do appreciate you guys checking out my video. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.